Hi friends and welcome to my chronicles. Here I am with my another video in which I'll be sharing with you exactly how you can plan your trip to Dalhousie, including the details like how to reach there, different modes of available transports, what you can do in Dalhousie, where you can visit, and I'll also tell you some very good places to stay and exactly how much it's gonna cost you. But before getting started, I would like to remind you all that this channel was created to share my traveling as well as cooking videos with you. So today, I'm really very excited to tell you that my very first cooking video is about to get uploaded in the upcoming days. And I really hope that you guys will definitely gonna give your love and appreciation to my upcoming videos as you have already shown to the rest of my videos. And now, coming back to our video today. Dalhousie purely defines the word heaven in every sense. The tiny hill station in Chamba district of Himachal Pradesh is built on 5 hills, exactly opposite to the majestic Pir Panjal range of the Himalayas. It's just like a dream come true for any traveler who wants to rediscover and nothing more than to soak down in the beauty of nature in such serene atmosphere and snow-capped peaks. This place is really very tempting and at the same time it's within reach also. Due to its location in the hills, reaching Dalhousie by road is the only choice, as there is no railways or airport facility of itself in Dalhousie. So there's definitely some amount of road journey involved. The good news, however, is that the nearest town to Dalhousie is Pathankot, which is at a distance of 70 kilometers and is very well connected by both trains and flights. So for the final part of your journey, Dalhousie is very well connected by roads and getting there will not be any trouble at all. As the condition of the roads is super smooth all the way and you can easily maintain a constant speed, and that's why travel time altogether is not so high and you will surely reach within 2 hours. Once you reach Pathankot or Kangra by either train or flight, you will be having two choices to get to Dalhousie. The first one is to take a private taxi which will cost you about 2 to 3,000 depending upon the season and your negotiation skills. The second one, in a very cost effective way, is to board a direct bus that's gonna cost you around 250 rupees per person. But it's a bit time taking and hectic too. While booking your hotel, it can easily be done online at least 1 month prior to your trip. Booking at the earliest will cost you almost half of the price that the hotels actually quote at the last moment. For example, if you book your hotel prior to your trip, it will cost you around 2000 to 3000 rupees per night, while booking the same hotel at the last moment would probably cost you around 3500 to 5000 rupees. Although Dalhousie is a tiny hill station, but you'll still find more than 100 hotels in your budget with all the basic amenities there. All these hotels are located in the prime location and you'll find them very clean and spacious. For a full day of sightseeing, I would suggest you to book a private taxi, and the taxi stand in Dalhousie is right next to the bus stand of both Subhash Chowk and the Gandhi Chowk. The cost of the same completely depends on how far you plan to travel and can range from approx 500 rupees to 3000 rupees, and at the end of your sightseeing, they'll drop you back to your hotel. Walking is also a good alternate as the town is best explored on foot. So take your time and enjoy the mesmerizing beauty of this hill station on long walks. Some areas on the Mall Road offers horse rides for short distance. This will add another experience to your trip. Dalhousie has a long list of attractions and activities that can keep its visitors busy for days. There are numerous beautiful spots that you can actually visit. The most common spot in Dalhousie is Subhash Bauli, also known as the Subhash Chowk. St. John's Church is the very beautiful British architectural church. You can also visit to Rock Garden, and as well as you can take a walk to the Garam Sadak. Khajiar, the mini Switzerland of India. While going to Khajiar, you can go through the Panchpula, Sadhara Falls, Sach Pass, Dainkun Peak Trek and Chamera Lake. Moving to Khajiar in peak winter season, however, may become a problem because the connecting road between Dalhousie and Khajiar can get blocked by snow at this time. If you visit Khajiar, you may indulge in paragliding. This would be an unforgettable experience for you. The rates keep on changing according to the season, but are approximately around 1500 rupees to 2500 rupees per person. Balai Mata Temple, Lakshmi Narayan Temple, Bada Patthar, Bakrota Hills, Rang Mahal, and Kala Tove Wildlife Sanctuary are the other attractions of Dalhousie. There are a hell lot of things that you can actually do in Dalhousie, like photography, stargazing, trekking, and camping, paragliding, rock climbing, boating, shopping from Tibetan market, enjoying the pony rides in Khajiar also. Dalhousie retains a cool and pleasant climate throughout the year, with misty mornings and evenings, bright sunny days, and clear skies. The months of Jan and Feb are truly known as the month of white beauty. It can snow here at any time of these months. Weather in Dalhousie is commonly at its best with warm days and pleasant nights. With that being said, that the scenery is at its best with lush green carpets of grass all around. Talking about the weather in Dalhousie, the months of April, May, and June are widely considered as the best time to visit. It's suitable from budget point of view also, as in this season you will be able to grab some very good hotels in your budget. But you can definitely avoid visiting here in these months if you don't like crowded places. With the summer vacations on, a lot of families with their kids visit Dalhousie and the nearby town of Khajiar at this point of time. Else, October, November, and December is the best time to visit Dalhousie, when there are only a handful of tourists around and you can actually enjoy your trip. And if you're thinking about what to pack for Dalhousie, then let me just tell you a few very important things. Packing your clothes will entirely depend upon the time when you're visiting there. Always remember to respect the sentiments of the local tribal people and do not wear the unsuitable clothes, especially when visiting a holy place like temple. Always keep a valid government issued ID proof and address proof, and I would also suggest to carry a list of your emergency contact numbers for all times. Always carry your basic first aid kit on a priority basis, and if you take prescribed medicines, carry the adequate dosage of the same to cover the duration of your trip. ATMs are few and quite far in Dalhousie, and the ones which exist may not have adequate cash at all times. So I would suggest that you should carry a decent sum of cash along with you. Don't forget to keep a warm and waterproof gloves with you. If you're visiting in summers, then always keep a good quality sunblock lotion with maximum SPF that you can find. It will protect you from the harmful UV rays. Power bank and other chargers for your electronic items should be on the top of your priority list. Dalhousie offers several options to eat out. There are n number of restaurants in the Tibetan area, street stalls, and some Maggie points. That actually means you may try and eat different dishes every day at every meal. Don't you ever leave Dalhousie without shopping at your heart's content. Here are Dalhousie's most famous shopping choices like handicrafts, woolens, shawls, mufflers, scarves, etc. You may also buy some brass and wooden work decorative pieces and some Tibetan tea, green tea and Kangra tea. It's so fresh and soothing with numerous health benefits. Gandhi Chowk is a bustling place in Dalhousie, not only just for shopping but also for its good quality restaurants and eateries. All the above information remains applicable in both summers and winters. That is, Dalhousie is open to its visitors throughout the year, and you shouldn't have any problem reaching here irrespective of the month of your visit. And if we talk about the tourist safety in Dalhousie, I would tell you that it's really very safe in Dalhousie throughout the year. But the standard rules of safety like being alert with strangers and not to be hang out in strange places will apply to everyone. Visitors are also advised to stay cautious during monsoon season and take a weather check before you leave home, and if there is a news of rain and landslides, better to cancel or postpone your plan. And if you like driving, I would suggest that don't drive if you're not sure that you can handle a vehicle in the hills. Better hire a taxi for the trip. In short, Dalhousie is a very safe place to visit as long as you act sensibly, drive responsibly, and do not take unnecessary risk. People here are very humble and will do their best to help tourists in the time of need. All major mobile networks give connectivity within and nearby Dalhousie. However, the farther you venture into remote areas, the lesser chances of mobile connectivity are there. Because I have been to the nearby places of Dalhousie like Khajiar, Chamba, Kala Tove, Behrangarh and had good quality of mobile connectivity. Sightseeing in and around Dalhousie does not require any permit or visa for Indian nationals or foreigners. If you think why to visit Dalhousie, then I would say that you should visit Dalhousie if you want to spend some good time at this place that has plenty of tourist attractions, activities to keep you involved, but at the same time it's not so crowded. It's a perfect place for family vacations as well as a fun trip with your friends. In this video, I have covered pretty much everything that you may need to know about visiting Dalhousie. If you still have any query or question, or you need to know anything about in detail, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon below for more updates on my upcoming videos.